Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of April 30th through May 6th. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading I'm using the Tarot of Mermaids deck along with the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Interesting. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, okay, I have death. All right, so death does represent your sign, Scorpio, but it's also a very powerful major arcana energy here. So death, endings and new beginnings for some of you. For others, great change, transformation. Something will never be the same. Let's see here. For some of you, it's definitely a process. So you're going through this like transformational process at the moment. It's not going to happen overnight. I see that very clearly here. So it's a process for some of you, but you're going through it at the moment. Very powerful energy. So, you know, if you feel like, you know, you are a Scorpio who's going through this process right now, you know, just have faith and stay positive. The overall energy for the week is actually the High Priestess. So with the High Priestess here, you know, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is absolutely speaking to you this week. You might be receiving, you know, lots of messages from your angels, your guides. You know, pay attention to those little synchronicities that are taking place all around you. Some of you are going through this great change at the moment, so you will have those synchronicities or those signs from the universe that, you know, you're going in the right direction, you're making the right decisions here. So, you know, definitely pay attention to that, Scorpio. High Priestess is also someone who is, you know, very secretive and mysterious. She can be someone who's a quiet manifester. So some of you could be making some moves, keeping things to yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of you may be keeping quiet about certain things or playing your cards close to your chest. There's nothing wrong with that. But very, very intuitive here this week, and many of you receiving definitely messages. Now, very interesting, very, very interesting spread here. We're starting out with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, which is obviously an emotional energy, it's a very doubtful for me. It's a very doubtful, pessimistic energy. Someone who's focusing on the wrong thing. And so I think that, you know, many of you are going through this great change right now at this moment. You're in this process. And, you know, if the energy is a little stagnant or slower moving, for some of you, you know, really needing to remove those doubts, needing to stay positive, needing to definitely stay focused on the future and moving on, moving forward, and not allowing yourself to think negatively. So Five of Cups, but then also Seven of Swords, which the Seven of Swords can mean several different things. It's not automatically negative. For me, it's a very independent energy, which you definitely have some independent energies here in this spread. This is a very independent energy. It can be a risky energy, it can be a sneaky sort of energy, especially with the High Priestess here as the overall energy. Some of you definitely could be making some moves here this week, and not necessarily like in a sneaky bad way, but just, you know, maybe very low key, not wanting people to know what you're doing. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. Some of you definitely could be, you know, making some moves, doing things quietly. For others, you know, I feel like you are maybe taking some sort of gamble or risk here this week with the Seven of Swords and then the Fool. The Fool obviously represents you walking down that new path or starting something new, but it might be a little bit of a risk. And so, you know, you have this risky energy here. So, you know, many of you are either going to be manifesting or doing something quietly, and then others, you know, you're maybe taking a big risk or a big gamble. But this Five of Cups energy is really, in my eyes, it's a little bit of like a hindrance. Not all of you will experience it. It's an emotional energy. It can be you kind of doubting yourself or doubting that maybe something's going to work out. Maybe even some of you feeling like you're going to get caught or something like that. But it's mirroring this Two of Pentacles over here, which, you know, sometimes I see the Two of Pentacles as like an emotional roller coaster, highs and lows. Definitely, you know, feeling one way 1 minute and then feeling another minute. It's definitely like an emotional roller coaster, and I think that's, you know, only a few of you are dealing with this, but it's still, you know, it's still relevant for some of you feeling a little emotional here this week. So definitely needing to ground yourself and really needing to stay positive and confident here when it comes to this, which other Scorpios definitely will. With the Six of Wands here, for me, this speaks about confidence. And we have the Six of Wands, High Priestess, you having that inner knowing and just knowing that you're going to be successful. Only a few of you are kind of doubting yourself or doubting the situation. And then, you know, many other Scorpios are definitely confident, taking that risk, taking that gamble. You know, you might have that just inner knowing that something is meant for you or something's going to work out. I see you moving forward confidently in the driver's seat with the Chariot here, in control, empowered. You can steer this chariot exactly where you want to go. And you are moving towards some sort of great happiness here with the Ten of Cups, emotional abundance. Yes, something could be ending within your life, but you're making space for new beginnings to come in, and you're moving towards this just happiness, the success. Six of Wands is victory, and then the Chariot is like the ultimate victory card. So you are moving towards the success. It's like inevitable, and some of you know that with the High Priestess here. It's like you know that this thing is going to work out. And with the World, I think it's just confirming with the World here that, you know, you are closing the door on one chapter of your life and you are starting the next chapter. You've successfully completed, you know, one chapter. Now you're moving on to the next. Yes, for some of you, because you have Death and the Chariot with the World, you could definitely be moving house, and some of you might even be moving at a great distance. Travels in the cards, but for some of you it's going to be like long distance travel here. So maybe you are moving to like another country, starting a new life somewhere else or something like that. Definitely long distance travel could be in the cards for some of you. And I do feel like a house move is significant for some of you. Maybe other Scorpios, you might be moving for work. That might be the case here, but I mean, again, success is inevitable here. It's like, you know that this thing is going to work out. You know that you're moving on to that next chapter. Yeah, and so lots to be thankful for here. Lots of abundance coming in. Ten of Cups, emotional abundance. Two of Pentacles, you know, I feel like as, you know, this great change, you know, comes about and really starts to come to fruition here for you guys. You know, I think that you're going to actually feel a lot more just emotionally balanced and stable. Some of you, you know, you could feel more financially stable as well in some way, but, you know, I feel like as time goes on, balance is important here, and you're going to feel definitely more stable and more balanced here down the road. For a few of you here this week, it's still, you know, maybe a little bit of some emotional energy that you're experiencing here, maybe feeling a little out of balance, but in the long run, you're going to definitely feel more stable and more balanced here. Now, maybe some of you have some important decisions to make here this week. If you do look at your options, definitely weigh the pros and cons. Some of you might, you know, definitely be looking at two different paths that you can move down, but it's really on you, you know, which direction you move in. So success is inevitable either way. You are going to be successful. You are going to make the right decision. Just listen to your intuition here. So it's a wonderful reading. Beautiful energies for you guys to work with. Some very powerful energies. And I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I'm getting here, you know, with this Seven of Swords, and maybe for some of you that it is like a relationship matter. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm getting here. Yeah, if it is a relationship matter, you know, some of you might be faced with, you know, obviously a big decision. So it's possible that maybe a few of you might have been involved and maybe met someone else, or maybe you met someone and maybe they're attached in some way. So for a few of you, you might be looking at a big decision in that way. And you know, I really feel like some of you, if you've been in a relationship and it's not going anywhere, you might decide to leave that relationship, maybe pursue a new relationship with someone else. Or if you are a Scorpio that just got out of a relationship, that relationship could have ended because you know, you need to make space within your life for someone new to come in. So there definitely could be some Scorpios that you're moving towards getting into a new relationship. But let's see here. I'm going to pull you an additional guidance card. Scorpio, what else does Scorpio need to know? Please show me. Scorpio, what else does Scorpio need to know for this upcoming week? All right. All right, let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So let yourself receive this week, Scorpio, which many of you are. You have lots of abundance around you in many forms. Opportunities absolutely coming in for you guys. And you are definitely starting like the next chapter of your life. So allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Okay, Scorpio. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week. Take care.